Hi everyone, I'm Nathan from the ebook reader blog. For this video, I wanted to talk about two-column mode on the Kindle Scribe. So Amazon added this a couple software updates ago. Didn't really think much of it at first, but I've been using it lately, read a few books this way, and I've come to really like two-column mode on the Kindle Scribe. It's the only Kindle that has two-column mode. Kindle apps and Fire tablets have had that option for a long time now, but it's nice to finally see it come to a Kindle e-reader. I really like how it lays out on the screen. If you go full screen on images, it fills the screen nicely. It's basically like having two 6-inch Kindles side by side. So this is the 2022 Kindle with the 6-inch 300 ppi screen. So as you can see, the columns on the Scribe just a little bit narrower, a little bit longer. So yeah, very similar to having two 6-inch Kindles side by side. At first, I didn't really know why you need an extra column that you're not reading, but I've come to really like it. It's comfortable to hold the Kindle Scribe from the bottom. It's less, top heavy when you're holding it in landscape mode. So you got a bunch of different font sizes, of course, with your Kindle layout here. So the way you adjust to landscape mode is you've got to go over into the layout tab, and then you have the two-column mode down there at the bottom. You got the different margin settings. So I tend to like, obviously, with the largest or the smallest margins, and you got the different spacing options. I've kind of settled on the medium spacing, but if you wanted to maximize the number of words on the screen at one time, you could go with the tight line spacing and the small font sizes. So this is what it looks like the smallest font size with the narrowest spacing, so you can get a lot of words on the screen at one time. And it also looks pretty good with larger font sizes as well, though I think it's best suited for in the 4 range, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 range. But everyone's got different preferences. You got your different alignment tools. Then like using regular landscape mode on the Kindle Scribe with a screen so big, it's just the lines are so long. That can lead to more eye strain if you're reading really long lines like this. So yeah, the two-column mode's easier on the eyes. I just like how it lays out as well. It looks nice. So you do have to switch over to landscape mode before you can switch to two-column mode, because it doesn't let you just switch to two-column from portrait. You have to switch to landscape first. It's kind of weird. The option will actually be grayed out if you're in portrait mode. Another thing I don't like here is you have to do all this different tappings to switch back and forth. So I still like to read PDFs in portrait mode, so I'm always having to switch back portrait to landscape, and they make it awkward having to go into that setting, switch to landscape, then select the two-column view. So it takes several seconds and several different tappings. But what you can do is set up a theme here in the theme tab, and then you can avoid all that extra tapping just by, if I wanted to go to portrait mode really quick, just tap portrait mode. If you want to go right back to two-column mode, just tap two-column mode. You don't have to do all that tap dancing and waiting for it to rotate and stuff. So a little bit faster that way. So you do have to get used to it, because the whole rest of the interface stays in portrait mode, all your notebooks and settings menus and home screen and all that. The landscape mode is only supported in like the book view here, which is kind of weird. It does take a little bit of getting used to, because you're always jumping back and forth between portrait and landscape if you're going to anything else. But if you have a Kindle Scribe and you haven't tried out two-column mode, I'd say give it a go. It's pretty nice. I do like it. Like I said, it's quite comfortable to hold the device from the bottom. It's just a little bit more comfortable for me personally. And then for whatever reason, if you wanted to have the switch the other way around, you can rotate it as well. So you're not stuck with it in one orientation like the Kindle Paperwhite. When you switch to landscape mode, it forces you to hold it left-handed, and it doesn't switch the other way. The multi-page view even shows dual columns when you're looking at that with the two-column mode. So it's worth noting this does work with side-loaded books as well, but it doesn't work with the older format. So if you have an AZW or Mobi format, the option for two-column mode will be grayed out, some of the other options. It needs to be in Amazon's newer KFX format. So if you send an EPUB to your Kindle, it'll convert it to KFX, and you'll be able to have the two-column mode like this document right here, but doesn't work with the older format. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It works if you use the Send to Kindle. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. Just wanted to show you guys two-column mode on the Kindle Scribe. Give it a try if you haven't tried it. I really like it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.